Last week, Bishop Kevin Rhoades made good on his pledge to release a list of credibly accused priests in the Fort Wayne-South Bend Diocese. This may be an important step to help abuse victims heal, as Rhoades has noted, and it may encourage others who suffered in silence to finally come forward. It also provides more evidence that the Church's response to serious problems in the past has been abysmally inadequate. As the journal Gazette's Rosa Rodriguez notes in an article today, hardly a parish in Fort Wayne was not staffed at one time by a priest on the list of credible abusers. The roster of the accused includes priests who were at one time high school teachers and principals. 1. James Sekuloff served as superintendent of the diocesan school system in the 1970s. Most were eventually removed from the priesthood, at least 8 of the 18 are dead and 2 are in jail, but it isn't clear whether the Church has even kept tabs on the others. I wonder if any of these were reported. Allen County Prosecutor Kevin Rhoades said of the accused priests. Interviewed Thursday, Rhoades said any attempt to pursue the alleged crimes now would have to start with a complaint and a police investigation, though the statute of limitations and jurisdictional issues probably would make prosecutions impossible. But if the cases were still current, she mused, why couldn't church officials be charged with failure to report? They clearly committed a second crime if they knew and failed to report, she said. Though both Rhoades and his predecessor, the late Bishop John Darcy, pledged to deal forthrightly with abusive priests, some of the cases highlighted last week seem to have been handled with something far short of candor. As Rodriguez reports, in some cases parishioners were told their priest had resigned or retired or that the priest had been removed without specifying the reason. And the revelations of lies and secrecy in the grand jury report on 6 Pennsylvania dioceses makes it reasonable to fear secrets still remain in other states, including Indiana. Also interviewed Thursday, Judy Jones, Associate Midwest Director of the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, said she doubts that the list from the Fort Wayne-South Bend Diocese is complete. What needs to happen is a grand jury investigation into all the dioceses in Indiana, she said. Indeed, several other states are considering probes modeled on Pennsylvania's investigation, which was directed by the state's Attorney General. It would be awkward for Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill, who himself is fighting credible accusations of improper conduct, to initiate such an inquiry. Still, Gov. Eric Holcomb and legislative leaders should consider whether a statewide investigation of the Church, perhaps with a specially appointed prosecutor, is appropriate. The Catholic Church itself is the institution that must take the lead in moving toward real transparency and ensuring that children in the Church are safe. Leaders such as Rhoades must find a way to comfort and care for victims who saw their concerns ignored by their own spiritual leaders. That may be difficult because some of them, in addition to their suffering, have lost their faith, according to Jones. They call it soul murder, she said.